Do you ever wander the grocery aisles, searching for the right milk, and looking at peaceful farmyard scenes on the cartons, believing that the cows that produce that milk are happily grazing in the sunshine? That's what food companies like Tesco and Arla Foods want you to think. But a new campaign from the animal rights charity Viva has uncovered that tens of thousands of dairy cattle in England are actually kept in hangar-style sheds, with no or very limited access to pasture. This is something that food companies are keeping hidden, and campaigners describe the practice as a disgrace. In this video, we'll look at the issue of intensive dairy farming in the UK and why it's making headlines this week. We'll consider why there's pressure on the dairy industry for better labeling, and whether images on dairy products are giving customers a false impression. The UK has 1.9 million dairy cattle, and it's estimated that up to 20% of that number have no or very limited access to pasture. Intensive farming allows cows to produce more milk, and more quickly, with some cows producing as much as 12,000 liters of milk a year. But cows kept in sheds come with a whole host of issues, including greater health problems, such as lameness and mastitis, and higher mortality rates. This is an issue that Viva, an animal rights charity which promotes veganism, has been raising awareness of with their new campaign. One of the target companies is Tesco, whose fresh milk is promoted with an image of a grazing cow on its cartons, despite one of its main suppliers being Lea Manor Farm, which keeps 2,600 dairy cattle in sheds with no access to pasture. On a similar note, Arla Foods promotes its Cravendale Milk brand and care welfare program with a TV ad featuring farmers singing, "Everybody's free," in a field. Despite this, Arla's milk supply chain does include milk from zero grazing units. Viva has complained to the Advertising Standards Authority about this, arguing that it gives customers the wrong impression. Muller UK and Ireland also has pictures on its website of cows in fields, but while they say that they have high animal welfare standards, their milk supply chain includes some units with no access to pasture. The dairy industry itself says that well-managed units provide high animal welfare, but the industry isn't showing customers what is actually happening on some intensive dairy units. And it's not just the dairy industry that's come under fire. Supermarkets claim that they know animal welfare is important to customers and only source from accredited farms with regular vet inspections. But with so much secrecy and incorrect labeling, it's difficult to know what to believe. This is a complex situation, and the government is considering whether to increase mandatory animal welfare labeling on dairy products. But Viva and other animal rights charities are pushing for more transparency and honest marketing if customers are to accurately understand the food they're buying. It's important that consumers are given the right information to make their own decisions. We can all take action and support the animal rights charities who are working to protect cows and improve dairy farming standards.